All right, so our next expert, legend, speaker, is a lady who is a motivational legend, but I love more than that is she's able to help you with your celebrity branding. So let's let this video kind of do a little bit of the talking for us.
Cydney O'Sullivan is a self-made multi-millionaire and entrepreneur. Internationally celebrated and gifted speaker, seasoned business executive, the millionaire's marketer, award-winning speaker agent, and multiple best-selling author. Cydney's passion combined with her focused determination gives her the ability to move experts from all over the world to step into the spotlight and share their knowledge with the world. Cydney has worked with other world-class speakers like Brian Tracy, Les Brown, Mark Victor Hansen, Jack Canfield, Alan Peace, and J. Conrad Levinson, to name a few. Cydney will identify your strengths, target your tribe, raise your authority, and expand your reach with her STAR system.
So you see what I mean? She's doing what I'm learning how to do. So folks, give it up for Cydney O'Sullivan. Help me out. Thank you. Wow, I love the jacket, you. Thank you. All right. Right there.
Oh, thanks.
Take it.
Hey,
Thanks.
can you hear me? Hello! So welcome to the Total Success Summit. I want to actually give it up for Glenn and Naomi for putting this amazing event on. Arnold Schwarzenegger, did we all get to see Arnold yesterday? How awesome and inspiring was he? So, okay, I've only got a few minutes to talk to you, and I want to share as much as I possibly can. So is it all right if I go a little fast? Okay, great, because I want to get through everything. So I want to talk to you about how you can earn millions using your experience, even if you don't think you're an expert yet. So this has worked for me and my clients over and over, and I'm going to take you through a bunch of case studies, hopefully so you can really get this, because so many of the experts at this event have been talking to you about building your personal brand, right? So I'm going to share how you can brand yourself, get more clients, make more money. Who's on board for making more money? And get celebrity status if that's what you want. And live a life of freedom, of joy, and have way, way, way more fun in your business, okay? Because I believe that building your personal brand can 10 times your earnings. In fact, I've seen it do much, much more than that. And I want to tell you why creating books that position you as the expert in your field can be done in just a few days. I'll show you my system of how we write books really quickly. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to take a year. And then how you turn those books into profitable programs, and it's a system and a formula. So I'll tell you a little bit about me, because I know that a lot of you have never heard of me, and that's okay, because I'm a celebrity in my own industry, and you can be too. I came to Australia from the United States in 1987, and I've said, this is the land of opportunity. And for me, it really has been. Australia's been very good to me. I love Australia, and I love Australians. So I started buying rundown businesses, and I would build them up, and then I would sell them. Hard work. I've tried a lot of different ways to make money in businesses. So I actually I've had some pictures there of some of the businesses I built. So I would buy a shop this first one had a main road location. There was no parking. So what I did was I painted on the banner, I painted a big sign that said catering and my phone number, because I figured if they won't come to me, I'll go to them. And this is what we can do nowadays with the internet. So I did it old school, back in the days when you had to use yellow pages for your marketing and letterbox drops. And I would build these businesses, sell them, build them, sell them. And I built it up to the point where in 2000, I was lucky enough to be a major shareholder in a company that floated at the top of the tech boom. And I became a multi-millionaire before my 40th birthday. So, woo! I love Australia, right? And I know how to do this, and I've done it again and again and again. I then went into real estate and stock market investing, and I made millions in real estate and in the stock market. And this was my house, my big house at the time, beautiful acreage. But what I really want to talk to you about is how you can actually position yourself as a celebrity, hang out with cool people like Jack Welch, one of the world's greatest CEOs, and what I've learned from working with a lot of these people as my mentors. So even though I can share with you a multitude of ways to be successful, I've done it in business, I've done it in the stock market, in real estate, I want to walk you through the fastest, easiest way that I have found to make money, in my opinion, because it's been proven over and over as a winning formula. And it's no accident that so many of the experts have been talking to you about this very thing at this event. You can become the rock star in your area of expertise. And I believe this is the best time ever to write a book. We have access to technologies and we can go direct to the public now. There has never been a better time to do this, and it's getting more and more crowded. So I say, if not now, then when? I say, today is the day, okay? And it's easier now to be a best-selling author than it has ever been. I've been doing this for many years, and when I first started writing books, it was really hard. But now it's easy because we've got Amazon, the 1,000-pound gorilla. So I want to tell you, I've also got a free gift for you. So I would like you to text to this phone number, take a picture, please. And I'm going to give you my system in a digital book. So I'm obviously not going to be able to cover the whole system in the time I've got here. So I've written a book to explain it to you. And it's called Your $1 Million Message. So just take a picture of that number, text in, and I will also give you the companion training program, Millionaires Academy, which I'll tell you about. So Millionaires Academy came about because I wanted to learn how to do this. I wanted to learn how to make millions of dollars with the internet fast. And I didn't have time to do everybody's training programs. I knew a lot of really great mentors, and I thought, I'm never going to get through all that training. So I invited 20 social millionaires to let me interview them so that I could write a book. So I wrote the book, Social Marketing Superstars, and here it is. I believe in physical books as well as digital, so I brought it along to show you. So this book became a bestseller very quickly, but that's not where I made my money. I offered mentoring programs based on what I had learned doing the interviews with the millionaires. And I brought in $100,000 in new business in just a couple of weeks by going out and doing some small workshops and teaching people what I learned in the process of writing this book. So that's how you can actually become an expert when you don't even know what your topic's going to be. Just pick a topic and interview other experts. It hasn't just worked for me. This is one of my clients, Bernie Griffiths. He was a photography expert. He hired me to help him. We wrote a book. He started mentoring other photographers, and he started offering workshops, webinars, and $1,500 to $5,000 consulting packages, and he started earning over $250,000 each year consistently as a mentor to other people in his industry. Here's another example. I just helped my friends Stephen and Karina Essa promote their book, Money on Demand. And we've had 17,000 books downloaded on Amazon in 2 weeks. And it's become a #1 bestseller. I know, awesome, right? So anyway, it's so simple. You create a presentation. So what I do is I teach my clients you actually write a little presentation like the one I'm doing today. Then you turn it into a book. Then you publish your book and use your book to establish you as the leading expert in your market. Another case study for you. I wrote a little book called Bestseller Success, and I offered free copies on Facebook, and I collected emails. Then I sent invitations to a workshop, and just 12 people came to the workshop. You don't need big numbers for this. It was people who were interested in writing a book. And I ended up closing over $60,000 in new business from that small group of just 12 people. 10 out of the 12 ended up buying my coaching program. So is this exciting? Are you beginning to see the potential? So could I repeat that campaign, by the way? Could I do that again and again? Absolutely, and I have, because I already have the book and I already have the training. You only have to do the work once, and then you can get paid over and over. And you can also put them on autopilot, thanks to all the fantastic new technologies we have today. Here's just some of the books that my clients and I have put out, and we've repeated this system, and we know it works. Here's another example for you. Am I going too fast? Is it interesting? Awesome, good. Okay, so another example for you, rocket your sales. I realized that a lot of my clients didn't know how to sell well enough. They needed to learn more about selling and closing. So I wrote a little book and I sent it out to people on my, I'd now started building a database, and you can promote it on Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you have a network. I then invited them to come on a webcast, a webinar. I had 45 people show up for the webinar. 30 of them took up my offer for a sales training at $550, and 15 invested a further $5,000 in a sales training program. So the total income from this little book ended up being $91,500. Again, can I duplicate it? Absolutely. So another example is your $1 Million Message, the one that I'm giving you guys for free. I know who my target market is. I know that there's a lot of experts, speakers, consultants, trainers out there who want to write a book. So I wrote this book specifically for them and sent it out to my target market. I created over $220,000 in 2 weeks from marketing this little ebook and getting people into quality conversations, and then another $400,000 from ongoing programs that I created for that same client base. I know, cool, right? So anyway, are you now a little curious about what's in this 30-page book? Well, you'll get your free copy. All you have to do is go to millionairetraining.com or text this phone number, so make sure you take a picture, and I'm going to send you my book, and you can be the first choice celebrity in your field or area with a great brand. The book gives you so much more than just a marketing medium. It gives you clarity of message, starts building your celebrity. And the other thing I want to give you is when you sign up and get your free gifts is I'm going to give you my Millionaires Academy training so that you can learn how to build your celebrity brand and attract leads to your business. And also, I will start inviting you to my Celebrity Blueprint webinars and workshops where I go into things in much, much more detail, like how to get access to free PR, media, how to do book launches, how to do bestseller campaigns, and how to craft persuasive presentations. And I have a mega bonus, so make sure you got this phone number and that you send in your text, because I'm giving away tickets to a $5,000 event that I'm running with Pat Mesiti and Stephen Esser, the one I told you about with the new book. And we're going to be teaching you for 3 days in Brisbane in May how to build your celebrity brand. And Pat has sold over 750,000 books, so he's going to add to my knowledge with this. So thank you so much. I have a very little bit of information, a little tip for you guys, and that is that I know that you've learned a lot from this event. And it's going to be really overwhelming when you go home thinking, what am I going to implement first? And what I have found that's really helpful is to remember that 90% of your results are going to come from 10% of your actions. So start every day thinking, what is the one thing that's going to move me forward with the most momentum today? What is that one thing that I can get done? Last year, I had breast cancer, and I had to stop work for about 6 months. But what was amazing and why I'm so passionate about this system is that my campaigns kept running. They kept bringing money into the business while I was off work. And I was able to, once I had my health back, relaunch my business, and in a week, do another $100,000 with one 90-minute presentation. So I hope I've inspired you with some ideas.